All right, hello and welcome or welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's great to have you here on this channel. If you're new to me, I'm my channel, and this video is all about helping you to unite or strengthen the bond and relationship between you and your destined person. What I like to refer to as the twin soul, a highly spiritual relationship where you two are connected for a greater destiny in this lifetime. Now, quick disclaimer before we get into this video. Number one, you may already know this person, you may not. You may be married with this person physically or spiritually, and you may not. It can also, what I'm being told from God right now is that it can also apply to your soulmate situation. Okay. This is just a straight up channeled reading for the highest good. And just those of you guys who are new to me, I do channel from the energy of God, source, the universe. I refer to God as the consciousness of the universe, the consciousness, the will of all that is, was, and ever will be for the highest good. Okay? And so everything you're going to get for today is from the will of the consciousness that wants the highest good, meaning you're going to only hear things that are productive for you in your own life to help you move forward in a positive way, to help you become closer with the person you're meant to be with, and or to help you unite with the person you're meant to be here on earth with. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. This is not scripted. I do shuffle thoroughly here on the channel, so you all know that it's not in any way, shape, and form tampered with, okay? And the way I channel, just as a heads up, is I always tell my viewers that the tarot and even like astrology or any of these tools that God and the universe has gifted us come second to your own intuition and what I call, right, asking God and asking your intuition for clarity. So always pay attention to your intuition first, then look at the tarot. That's how I channel. So I feel the messages first. The tarot is simply here. Think of it as like a whiteboard or a presentation, an aid to this channeled message for you. Okay? And I'm just going to let God lead the way. God, in this moment in time, for all of those viewers watching in this moment in time, what is it you want them to know in and about their current situation in love and in life, whether it's their twin soul, soulmate, or destined partnership in this moment in time, and for the highest possible good. Okay. Okay. Now, here's going to be the format of this reading. It's going to be a little bit different than what and how we typically do this. Yeah. Okay. But it's going to be as such. Okay. So we are going to do the first part, what we're going to address now. This is going to be the shared lesson or experience between both you and your current person. Okay. So again, this is whether you're with them right now in a relationship, whether you're not, your twin soul situation, whatever it is for you. Okay. This is for the highest good here on earth. So this is going to be the shared part. We're then going to go into a part about you on the left here. Okay, so specifically what you're going through, your lessons, just so you can feel and see and match up with this if this reading is, talking about you or you happen to be the other person. And then we're going to go into your person, all right, on the right side over here. And then the last one's going to be two rows of shared messages. The first row is going to be messages you would like to intend to share with your person, and through the channel, through the energy of this video, right, and all of our collective thoughts and feelings, we can actually do that together, right? So if you resonate with it and you agree, you can actually send that and get that feeling, that message to your person, okay, whether you're in contact with them or not. The second row is going to be what your person wants to say to you. The final message of this reading will be a final message from God, source, the universe, about what you need to know at this moment in time. Okay, this is also a timeless message. So whenever you happen to watch it, it's for you. And then at the very end, this, if you want to go deeper, there will be an extended reading you can purchase that will specifically just focus in on your person and extended messages from your person, their current healing. I mean, very specific, very detailed energies about what's going on with them, just so you can be aware and you can navigate your journey with that awareness. Okay, so stay tuned for that at the end of the video. Now let's get right into the reading. Oh, these disclaimers aside, I feel like there's a million disclaimers these days. Okay, shared lessons here. Let's start off with that. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, I've been feeling this. I believe today is the full moon in Capricorn. So Wheel of Fortune is here. I've been feeling this energy of like today or the time that you watch this video, right? The energy of this being a destined moment and a destined turning point. And I'm feeling really strongly like a destined realization between and about you and your person. Okay. Like what I'm getting is that uh your like the words are decisions need to be made. Decisions need to be made. Okay. And so it's almost like this energy of judgment or decision or needing to make a choice here. Okay. And you and your person, the shared experience here is you're both feeling that. Okay. You're both feeling that. Generally speaking, maybe you're feeling this about the relationship itself. Maybe you're feeling this about a part of your life. Okay. Maybe they're feeling this about a part of their life. But the shared energy here is one of destined decisions needing to take place that haven't taken place yet, that need to happen, but again, haven't happened yet at this moment in time. And what I'm getting is like it's almost like pending decisions that need to be made, like Ace of Wands, or pending decisions or pending action that needs to be made and taken. Ace of Wands, Hermit, right? You can almost think of it like pending actions that you both are feeling, you and your person are both sharing inside of yourselves right now. You're feeling that haven't been enacted yet, okay, in reality, but they're just kind of pending in your subconscious or your mind, right? And think of it as an example like, oh, there's some things you've really been meaning to do or be or create, and they've kind of been hanging out in your mind, but you haven't really gotten to them. Same thing here with your person, okay? So generally speaking, between you both, there's kind of this energy of lingeringness, right? This is lingeringness in life, generally speaking. There's things I know I need to be, do, or create or move to, but I haven't done it yet. They've been kind of lingering in my subconscious for a while. And I wonder, when the right moment is, basically, you and your person, when the right moment is to strike, to move forward, to make this change, to take this action. Okay. And am I ready? The words I keep hearing are, am I ready? Am I ready to take this action? Okay. So I want you to think about first. So this is the shared, right? And so this is going to take place. I want you to think about how this might be taking place in your life right now. Okay. You watching, like what area. Again, there's things right? I need to do, I need to be, I want to be, I want to do, but I haven't done yet. They're kind of lingering around. You're kind of waiting for the right moment to strike or to take action or to make it happen. You might be wondering, am I really ready to take that step? Am I really enough? Magician card with the Six of Pentacles. Am I really enough to take that step and go into that next level of energy? Okay. And this is not, by the way, saying anything is wrong or off. It's just, this is how it is, right? This is an objective reading of how things currently are between you and your person on a shared level. And you both, I feel, are going through this experience on your own, right? You may not really be in contact with them at all or scarcely, or if you are together in a relationship with this person, maybe you two are taking a lot of alone time. Either way, it's showing me that neither of you are really able to or meant to help the other through this shared predicament because you're both going through it in your own life path, in your own life journey. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, again, this very likely, for those of you watching, will be taking place in different areas of life. Okay, for your person, maybe it's taking place in a emotional or healing aspect or some type of other spiritual type of healing or movement or something like that. For you, it may be taking place in another part of your life, maybe job, work, business, career. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But definitely, I feel that this is the current energy right now. And the Wheel of Fortune is here to say, yes, we are aware that decisions need to be made. We just don't know really when the right time to make the action is. And so we're just kind of living life before the known action takes place, right? We're doing things, we're taking actions right now that are kind of just like they feel like intermediary actions before either of you takes action towards your next step in your personal destiny and life. Okay, that's kind of what it feels like in this moment in time. And Three of Swords is here. Okay, unfortunately, at the core of this for both of you right now, what's preventing each of you, so right underneath this Two of Pentacles, in whatever lingering action, that how this applies to you and how this applies to your person, is at the root of it, at the root of the lingering action or not taking the action, that whatever is hanging around in the subconscious, is profound hurt and profound pain, okay, from actions that both of you have taken in the past that have led to very traumatic hurt or pain or disappointment or failure, okay, from similar actions that you both are contemplating in your own ways right now. Okay, I'll give you an example to kind of ground this down into in reality. Let's say if your person, as an example, let's say that they've been hurt by going after, what they want in love or relationship specifically and pursuing in that way. They've been let down, they've been rejected, they've been left out to dry, right? That may be their hurt of lingering hurt or trauma that is preventing them from taking that next action. For you, let's say maybe you got really hurt or let down, or you failed a bunch of times when it came to your job, business, or career, or your livelihood, or your passion, going after your passion, right? And you were told you were stupid or a failure or you weren't good enough or fill in the blank, right? So on both ends of the spectrum here, there's hurt, trauma, and pain between you and your person that is keeping you both in this kind of lingering energy from taking the next step in your individual life destinies. Okay, that is also subsequently kind of keeping you two in a place where you need to be apart, or you need your own space and time, because you have to kind of overcome this fear first. You have to conquer this fear, this trauma first within, which is very difficult, because I feel for each you and your person, it's almost like the core defining wound within your souls, respectively, right? So whatever your person is fearing the action and from taking, that's like their core wound they're here to heal in this lifetime. It's like their life lesson, right? Like that's the biggest, hardest thing that they're here to heal in life. Similarly to you, whatever it is that is holding you back from moving forward in your direction, like there's a very, very deep core trauma, right, and wound there for you. That is like your one of your major core life lessons to overcome in this lifetime. Okay, so that you can find your path, find your fulfillment, you and your person. Okay, you and your soulmate, your twin soul, whatever you want to call them. I'll call them God's person for you, your divine partner. Okay, let's go into the left side here. No shuffling necessary, being told. I'm just listening to God, by the way. So this is straight up, what God's in charge here. Okay, the consciousness of the universe for the highest good. I'm just the reporter here. Okay, so we're going to be going into your section now. And we're going to start with that. And we're going to go into your person next on the right. One more. Okay. Yep. Okay. Very good. So interesting format that these cards came out. I'm going to go ahead and show a larger picture here, and I'm going to move my butt out of the way. Or maybe I'll just move myself up here. There we go. That way we get a clear view of what's going on here. Remember, this is just a presentation, right? So this is going to be your section over here. A little scattered. A little disorganized. Okay. In the middle of this, so we can see one card in particular stands out. And to me, that is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have Eight of Cups, Death card with you, Justice, Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers. One thing you might be saying is, why me? Why do I have to go through this again within a love situation where we're not together, or we need time apart, or there's issues that are preventing us from coming together? I see one of your one of the things you've been through in particular, you watching on this side, is just you've already either been through relationships or a relationship or relationships where you've gone through this already, and it's like you just kind of, it's like feels like it's repeating the cycle again, and it's like the relationship is not together right now, and you're like, why is this happening? It's kind of maybe gotten you down in the doldrums here. Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers. Am I ever gonna come together with my person? This person, is this ever going to be ready in this lifetime? I can hear you saying. Justice card, Four of Pentacles. Okay, it's kind of this thing inside of the pit of you, the core of you, and you're kind of saying to yourself, well, like, all I want is my person. Like, I don't want anything else. I don't want to care about work or anything else. I just really want my person. That's really the only thing that matters to me. Okay, and so you're kind of in this place of like, maybe that's why you clicked on this video, because you just want an update, right? And you're like, well, is all, you might be asking, is all of my love situations going to end like this, where somehow we get separated and then it eventually falls apart and we never come together? And I feel like I've lived this in lifetimes before, right? And it never ever happens or comes together. And I'm sorry, this is just the energy. I'm just reporting the energy. I don't mean to be depressing, but this is the actual energy that you might be feeling or going through if you're watching this video. Okay, remember, this is you on your side. And God just wants to say one thing, and that is just at the end of like at the bottom of here, you can see, right? Temperance, Six of Wands, and High Priestess. Just number one, we know we've said it a million times over. We know that you're probably getting this message, but you need to be more patient. 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 Okay. And you might say, Brandon, I've been so patient. I've been so effing patient. Don't you tell me to be patient one more time, Brandon. And I'm going to say again, don't blame the messenger. Please blame God if you're going to blame someone. But God is saying, please, we need you to be more patient. We need you to know that even now, and with all the time that you've waited, and trust me, we know everything you have gone through. And we don't want to make it clear. This is how you know it's for you. We know what you have gone through to get to this moment. All right, now we're getting very real about it, because, I know people who watch this video are going to, this is going to be what you utilize to move forward. And so on a very serious note, we're not taking for lightly or for granted everything you've already gone through, okay, in your love situations in your life up to this point. We're not taking that lightly or for granted. We know how much you've been through. So we're not taking that lightly, to be very clear. But we just want you to know there is still a little bit of what they're calling karmic time. Karmic time. So either this is like a karmic debt, right, that you're having to kind of go through or learn the lesson of, even there's more patience. And it's just like a core, like your persistence and your patience and your perseverance through this, not just this love situation, but love, generally speaking, is a core lesson in your lifetime. Okay. Like almost the feeling of like knowing, because this is High Priestess energy, right? This is your High Priestess, your intuition. You're like, you already know that this is your person, or the person that you're meant to be with, and you're like, why can't we just come together, right? For God's sake, it's not that hard. And your lesson is like, it will happen, but it will happen in its own time, and you have to trust. That's the only way through this, is you have to trust. And again, I realize as I'm saying this as the reporter, it's like that might be very hard for you on this side of the table, because you've been through so much already. And so you might say, don't you dare tell me to trust after I've been through all of this, Brandon. But I would say, and God would say, please, that is your lesson. That we know, even though you've been through everything you've been through, please know that the more you can find that place of trust within yourself to let it go, not let it go as in, I don't care about it anymore, it's never going to happen anyways, I let it go and walk away. We're not talking about that. We're talking about let it go to trust into God, right? Let it go to Jesus. And I say Jesus, the ascended master Jesus and Mary Magdalene are here to help both you and your person. Okay? Real energy. Real energy, right? We got our cross going here. Again, I'm not necessarily Christian or Catholic, but Jesus Christ is a real energy that I've felt many times. He's always here to guide. So his message, I feel Jesus is actually leading this reading, by the way. So Jesus' message, God's message through Jesus Christ is you on this side. Your lesson is you're blessed with so much intuition, so much knowingness of who your person is, what's meant to happen, the best way for things to go down, and yet it's just still out of reach, just barely out of reach, because it's you have so much capability in that way spiritually that you're meant to let go. You're to let it be out of your control and to let it go to a higher power, basically. Yeah. And that is particularly true, I would say, to anyone who's watching this who may specifically be annoyed with any of the higher powers. Like, and I know there's some of you out there because I can feel you. Like the word God might annoy you, the word Jesus Christ might annoy you, or the conscience of the universe, whatever it is that annoys you. And believe me, I don't care. I'm not here to judge. I in some ways agree with you because I was raised Catholic, and the word God and Jesus, it was like used against me in many ways, as it is with all of us, weaponized in many ways by humans. That's not the same. We're talking about the highest power of the universe and the highest power of the universe's will or consciousness to get the greatest good done here on earth, particularly through relationships. We're saying for you to trust in that. Okay? And if you need to remove the word God, it doesn't matter what you call that. That's what we're talking about, you letting this go and trusting that one that exists. Because if you don't believe that exists, you're going to be miserable. If you just believe in your own mind and logic and you say, well, that's all I believe in, and there's no higher power, there's no greater plan for the earth, for me, for my person, for us, you're going to be miserable because how could you ever possibly, like, this won't make logical sense. Okay? So for you on this side, you're meant to go even deeper into your intuitive self, right? Your faithful self, the part of you that has faith in a higher power to get this done. Because clearly, right, it hasn't gone your way repeatedly. And that's not it's never been in your control. That's the whole thing about this, right? That's the whole thing about this side's lesson right now. You watching is none of this has been in your control. None of it is in your control. That's the lesson, right? There are other things that are in your control for sure, but love or relationship isn't one of them. And this side right here, you're meant to, love is meant to both leave as well as come into your life whenever it's time. Like, that's your lesson over here. Like, you're not meant to worry or prioritize love or relationship as much. You're just meant to pursue what makes you happy right now, go after what you want in life, generally speaking, and let love come to you, and know that if it's left your life, that's because it was for a reason, and it'll come in just as easily when the time is right, completely outside of your control. So this side is you watching, maybe still working on letting go of that control. 4 pentacles here. Okay, holding on tight to the control. When is love gonna come in? I want it to. That's the opposite of that. If you can do the opposite of that and release that control, that need to control love and relationship and its timing and all that stuff, you're going to feel a lot better and you're going to succeed. Okay? You're going to succeed in your life generally. That's the message for you. You're going to succeed in your life. Wherever you need to succeed, whether that's financially, emotionally, spiritually, or in your purpose, you will succeed if you let go of the control over the timing of love and relationship, generally speaking, and let it go to a higher power. And know that for this side, love will come and go as God, the conscious of the universe, pleases, and that was a major life lesson that you signed up, that this collective signed up to go through in this lifetime. Very, very hard lesson. I'm not saying this is easy. And again, I'm just the reporter, spiritual reporter here, but that's what I see here. Okay? So for this side, I want you to specifically say to yourself, that's my lesson, to let go of the control over love and its timing and relationship, generally speaking. Not necessarily to let go and say, I don't care anymore and I'm going to just do me and what. No, just let go of the timing, let it go to a higher power. Will this trigger some of you? Yes, it will. But that's the lesson here. If you can do that and trust in God, trust in a higher power, you will receive your love whenever the time is right. But you are meant to have it. Okay. So I am being told to tell you that very strongly. Don't give up. Don't give up. We know some of you are on the edge. You're fluttering on the edge. Don't give up. Okay. This doesn't mean that you're not meant to have love in this lifetime. It means you're meant to let go of the timing of it and the control of having it in your life. Doesn't mean you're not meant to have it. Okay. It means it's teaching you a certain lesson, and that's the lesson. The more you let go of that control, the more happy and successful you will be right now at this time of your life. Okay? Yeah. And now we're going to go into your person. And I'm going to let God speak through me, but I suspect, right, if you are meant to let go of control of love and relationship, guess who's meant to step into more of that control, right, and ownership and action, okay, when it comes to love specifically. Okay, let's see. And I guess we are shuffling for your person. That was interesting. Okay. Yeah, God, please show me for everyone watching the other person, their primary lesson, what they're learning. Okay, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Your person. Wow. First of all, we'll keep going in a second. Your person's greatest challenge right now actually is interference. Very strongly get that in this relationship. I don't know if you realize this or not, or this is something, this could be like extended family or extended family. Like maybe your person's family is very involved in their life and they have very strong beliefs about love and relationships and what's right and wrong, or maybe they're religious or whatever the case is. I feel like your person has had other people strongly influencing them in their life about you, about love, about how they. I mean, it's so crazy. Look at the cards. Look at how Emperor came out over here, right? And Empress is over here. Okay, so it's pretty crazy. This is actually it's actually separated into you, the viewer watching, and your person here. But for your person here, they have what I'm being told is they've been receiving a lot of lies, not just like recently and not specifically about you, but about what you represent. Okay. Like whatever you are probably close to the opposite of what your person has been told is right or good for them, or who they should be in a relationship with, or how a relationship's meant to go, etc. And obviously, I'm saying that in a general way because that will manifest itself differently for each of you watching. But absolutely your person's been very subconsciously influenced by the people around them. And this particularly could be family or extended family for a lot of you, your person. Friends, could be society, but it's almost like they've been, I'm being shown like a shell, right? And it's kind of like they were just, in this shell and like indoctrinated almost, like they were kind of almost in a way sheltered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how sometimes parents or families will like, they'll take their kid and they'll just like keep them to themselves and they'll just tell them their truth, and then they come out into the world and they're like, whoa, I thought that this was the only truth. It's like, no, that was just your parents or your family's truth. There's a whole other world out there. That's kind of what I'm getting your person's story has been up to this point until they met you, of course, because you probably destroyed a lot of that. Okay. Yeah, I would imagine you. Again, I'm just showing. It's like, and again, this is whether you're male or female. This is just representing, for whatever reason, how your person, what you were to your person. Like you, the Emperor's energy, it's Aries, right? So it's almost like breaking free, helping your person to break free. Doesn't have to be male or female here, or masculine or feminine. It can just mean you had the energy of pioneering or breaking open or breaking free your person from lifelong beliefs about themselves, about the world, about relationships that they've picked up along the way. Now, I see this King of Wands here because there is one person, definitely one person in your person's life that has influenced them the most. Okay. And this could be, again, it will be different for each of you watching, but this could be mom or dad. This could be an ex-lover. This could be a family friend, or extended family or something like that. But it's someone who's very, very close to them in their life. That's what I'm getting about this energy. That they really looked up to as a role model. Okay. Like this person, this King of Wands, whoever this is, had a very strong hold and influence over your person. They were the primary person that, for some reason, influenced your person, who is being shown very clearly as the Queen of Swords energy here. Okay, that's kind of this shell. That's the shell that they were showing me. Has influenced your person the most, and so you came along, completely tore every belief that they had gotten from this person, broke them free from that. But here's the caveat: they were still attached. I'm being told to tell you, like, they were still attached to that person and that person's beliefs, that person's needs, wants, desires, almost. And this person, by the way, this could be a parent, family friend, extended family, relative. It could be a lot of different things. So take it as it resonates. You may know who this is, you may not, and that's okay. Don't go looking for it. Just hear the message. Because it's not bad. It's not like this is a bad thing, right? It's not like this is like, it's just what had to happen. Okay. But this person's energy, this is, it's almost like your person thought that this person was going to be a lifelong influence on them, like a welcome lifelong influence or advisor or role model for them, right? Imagine, as an example, and a lot of us have gone through this, right? Where we grow up and one of our parents is like our hero, right? For me, I'll say it was like, my dad's always been my hero. And then, we get to a certain age, we get to a certain point where, and at that time we think, oh, I'm going to be just like that person. I'm going to, believe everything they say. And they're like a god to me, right? Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're your role model there. And then you get to a certain point or something happens in your life and it kind of breaks that. And you're like, oh crap, like maybe a huge portion of what I thought this person was for me is either obsolete now for me, or no longer applies, or I just need to go my own way because what they wanted from me or what they are is not working for me, right? And that's natural. Well, your person needed to still go through that with whoever this person is. And yeah, so they who they thought was going to be like a major lifelong role model or advisor or helper, um turns out that, right? Big shocker here, that wasn't right for them. And you exposed that in them. Now, what's interesting about this moment in time, this is a timeless reading, but it is updated for whoever watches this at this moment, okay? Is that your person, you can see, is facing away. Okay? And this is definitely purposeful in the presentation here, right? Is your person's actually facing away. They're not looking at each other. Your person's looking at you. Your person's looking at other sources of information. Three of Pentacles here. And deciding for themselves. Okay? That's really your person's current lesson, is making their own decisions, making their own choices, stepping into their own power, and stepping away from really anyone being their advisor or their role model, because, you know, at the end of the day, they have to make a decision about what's true for them. Okay? Okay. And they may even be, I mean, they may also be consulting outside sources that are helpful in them understanding a different point of view about you. Okay? And really, it's very clear to me, your person's focus is actually on you. It's on them for this lesson, but it is actually looking straight at you here. Okay, so you may be over here wondering all this and going through your own stuff, but your person here is actually, they're going through this and they're focused on you. Their focus is on you, believe it or not. And you may not even know this because it's such a deep thing that they're going through that, they may or may not tell you this or show you this, but I feel like they're getting help. They may be getting therapy or coaching or healing or advice from other people that are helpful in kind of bringing them away from what they were before and helping them to understand more about you, about this relationship, about how their role or how they can or should ultimately be with you in the best possible way. Okay. And the world card is here because for them, I really feel what's coming to an end for them is having to rely on outside sources to make these decisions for them. Or quote unquote, what I'm hearing is following the crowd. Okay. Even though they are getting help, but I feel they're getting helpful advice from other people to help them kind of understand or learn more about this. They may be listening or reading books, things like that. Um, the world card is here to say they're receiving that, but they're learning not to base their decisions around that or on that specifically. Okay, that makes sense. They're learning the lesson that they are empowered and they need to make their own decisions about you, about this relationship, about their future with you, on with themselves. No one else needs to be involved. The world card is here. No one else, keyword, no one else needs to be involved. If it's helpful, for sure, but no one else needs to be involved is the key here for your person's lesson, your person's healing. Okay. Yeah. There you go. I mean, that's very clear. And right between this King of Wands and this Queen of Swords Tower card here. So epic, separation, explosion, meltdown between these two, your person and this King of Wands, their relationship, their connection. Yeah, for a lot of, and this I'm being told will be different, but for everyone, but this could be just they could have had a trauma bond between them, or this could even be a past life connection. that is here to teach them certain lessons, right? That they just have had a strong soul connection with, that is taking the form of a family member or like someone that's extended family or an associate or something like that. But either way, this person and that person's relationship is getting melted down, okay, for good. At the very least, completely reformulated, if not destroyed entirely. That part will depend as well, whether it's reformulated or transformed or completely just melted down into nothingness. That part will depend as well on their karma. Okay, on their karma. What happens between these two is highly dependent. I don't know why this is important to tell you, but it is. What happens between those two is highly dependent on their choices as to how they want to navigate the rest of this lifetime. Okay, that's their choices, not yours, theirs. If they want to, they can reformulate it into something that is more appropriate, right? That can coincide, we can say, with your person's relationship with you. Or if one or both chooses not to, they will just completely kind of, really not be in each other's lives anymore. So, but I'm being told to say that part's not really on you. That's more on their karma. That's their karma. That's your person and this person are figuring out. Okay. And I don't know why, because I only tell you what's necessary. That part is really important for you to know. So maybe you've been wondering things like that. Okay. But as we can see here, for your person, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that needed to happen. Whoever or whatever this person is, I'm seeing this trauma bond. I really am seeing this trauma bond between them that was connecting them there to each other and almost reliant on each other in a weird way. Not a weird way, but like a dependent way. Dependency. There's a dependency there. Okay. I see it. It's kind of it's a dependency, trauma bond. Okay. A mutual fear of losing the other and what that would mean for the other. That's specifically the energy between these two. Your person and this King of Wands is both of them fear. The fear is what would happen if they were to lose the other in this lifetime. Okay, that's the trauma, that's the dependency here. So that's being melted down. That has to be melted down in order for them, your person, to be in the best possible union with you. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. If you two were together and separated, or you've never come together yet in this lifetime, that is the reason why. That is the main reason, at least on your person's end. Again, God already shared your lessons very thoroughly, but on your person's end, that's the reason why either you were separated with them or that you aren't together with them yet, is because that needed to happen first to create the opportunity to be in the best possible union with you. Once that happens, it's clear sailing, very clear sailing. Okay, because let's just say, in order to get to this point, your person had to go through an immense amount of transformation themselves and healing themselves to get to the point where they could even allow this meltdown of this connection between your person and this King of Wands energy. Yeah. Now, you may be wondering, well, why does this even have to happen? And this is going to explain it exactly. Page of Cups, King of Cups, Judgment. It's, what's so funny is you're being shown here in their reading, okay, as the Emperor, the King of Cups here. And in your reading, right, we have I thought it was you, but this could also represent your person, the Empress and High Priestess. Either way, let's not get too trapped up into that. But what in this reading specifically, I'm definitely feeling you're being shown right now as the masculine energy or the alpha energy, even if you are a female. Okay, so just take it as it resonates. This is regardless of gender. So you could be the one right now who is maybe growing in or learning to embody more of, or how you feel at the very least. Because remember, you and your person are just souls, okay? I've had many past lives where I was a woman, and other people have had past lives where they're men. It's like there's no the soul identity, okay, is we've all been both women and men. So the identity of how what's showing up here, it doesn't matter what you are today, okay? So just I know that's kind of deep and confusing, but that's the simplest way I can explain it is to your person, even if you're a female, you feel like the emperor energy to them. You feel like the king of cups. Okay. Um and maybe your person to you feels like the empress or feels like the high priestess. Okay. So take it as it resonates, of course. But what happens here is page of cups, king of cups, your person knows or realizes that they were not, and you recognized, I feel you recognized as well, that they were not able to show up to the relationship in the way that ultimately they knew they needed to be able to do. Maybe this is through, their ability to offer more of their self or their love or their support or their respect for you, whatever that is. Page of Cups, King of Cups. They just felt like they weren't able to be what you needed or wanted. And you might have recognized the same thing. Maybe this is what you recognized or called out with your person. Hey, are you able to, share more of this, more of yourself, or be more there, right? And so, in some way, shape, or form. And this is ultimately why, this is where all this got triggered here, is because that you coming into their life and them recognizing that because of your energy, because of your presence in their life, triggered them subconsciously to go and do the work to need to melt down, be able to melt down this codependent relationship in their life. And to serve a higher calling, judgment here, 7 of Wands, to actually become who they are and to actually claim who they are. And not only to claim who they are, Queen of Wands here, 7 of Wands, but to claim you, to fight for you, to fight for this relationship. Okay? Because ultimately what I see is, yes, it was for a higher purpose and you had reasons, right, to wait and to go through this. But for your person, their lesson is very different. Their lesson was all about claiming you, stepping into the version of themselves that is saying, no, I don't care what anyone else says or my family or friends or people online or whatever. It's I'm stepping into my greatest self and I'm going to fight for this relationship because I deserve it. I deserve to be with you watching. I deserve this union. I deserve to be by your side. Okay. I deserve to support you and love you and respect you and all the things and to receive that from you as well, equally. Okay. And because of this person or because of these old beliefs in your person's life, that just wasn't possible. And they realized that through their connection with you. They only were able to realize that through their connection and or relationship with you. Okay. So as of this moment, this is everything that they've been going through. This is everything that God's been putting them through. Okay. Whether you realize this or not. And what this is where they're at right now. I'm just going to be very honest and we'll go deeper in the extended reading for those of you who want to go deeper with me. It's going to be a lot of content. I'm sure you won't have a single question after any of this because we're going really deep. We're covering all the bases, all the questions you might have. But this last row is very clear about where your person's at. Your person's at a place, 10 of Swords, 2 of Wands. I don't care. There's no one else. There's no one else that I want. There's no other possibility in life that I want but you watching. This is a 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. I need to be with you. I need to be with you. This is what I'm feeling from your person very strongly. I may have messed up in the past. I may have not given you my all. I may not have been capable of giving you what you needed or wanted or deserved in this lifetime at that time. but I'm coming for you. Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. You're the only person I see in my life that I want. Period. End of story. Ten of Swords, Two of Wands. There is no one else. There's no one else that even compares to you, who I feel is my emperor. That's what your person. That's where your person's at. That's where they're leaving me in this part of the reading. Ten of Swords, Two of Wands. There is no other possibility. There is no other person that I want or see myself with. It's just you watching. Period. End of story. Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. You are my happily ever after. Four of Swords. I'm going to do all the healing necessary. I'm going to continue to do all the healing necessary to be with you, and I'm determined to do that. Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Four of Swords here. I'm determined to do all the healing necessary in order to be with you. Period. End of story. No one will change my mind about that. That is where your person's currently at this moment. And keep in mind, okay, because I've done readings like this before on Instagram and other ones on YouTube. And this is the first time we've done one like this on YouTube for everyone watching. And remember, this is God's reading. So God is not telling me this unless this is the case right now with you watching your person where they're at very solidly. Okay. One last card for your person here. Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay. So as we mentioned, again, the tarot shuffled thoroughly. It's just a presentation. Okay. This is not magic. It's a presentation. It is magic, actually. But that's what your person's at. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. You are my person. All I want is you. My work and lesson here is to step up and claim you. I wasn't able to do that before. You exposed that in me. You triggered the crap out of me to expose that. But now I've realized what I needed to do, which is melt down this other trauma bond connection, okay, with whoever this is, so I can actually be there for you. I can be there with you fully, okay, and give you everything that you've always wanted and needed from me, but that I could never provide for you. Okay. And again, I keep saying, period, end of story. There's no other option. Like, you're the only one I want from your person to you. That's how they feel. That's how they're currently at. Okay. Okay. Strong message. And again, if you want to go deeper, even deeper than that with your person, there will be an extended and we'll be getting very specific messages from them. Okay. But this last row here, as we mentioned, there's a little bit left in this reading. There's going to be 2 rows. We're going to just kind of screw up all the cards here, but 2 last rows. Top's going to be what you'd like to tell them. And we'll go ahead and take an opportunity for this video and me as a channel and a guide to send that to your person right now to make sure they get this message somehow from you and they know it's from you. Okay. And then the other row beneath it is your person's singular message to you. The last part of this reading will be a final God's word for you, okay, about this entire situation. So let's see a potential message that you watching would like to send to your person that you're going to have the option to send if you want. Okay. Here's at least what your soul. Okay. So, and again, you don't have to do this. It's only an option if you resonate with it and you feel in your soul this is right for you. But this is what I feel your soul wants to communicate to your person. Notice again how the energy is coming up. Hierophant, King of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Okay. So it's you perhaps being in this position of leadership, of career or purpose, of pursuit of where you're going, what you want. Okay. And I feel the message really here that you can send to your person is, hey, take all the time you need. I've got all the time in the world. I'm just going to be working on my livelihood. You can say to your person, I'm just going to be working on my business, my career, my passion, my focus in life, right? For a lot of you, I get this business, 8 of Pentacles, okay? And you could just tell your person, I don't need to know, 8 of Swords here. All I know, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust God. I trust you. I know we'll be together, 4 of Wands when the time is right. Okay. And so I want you to pause the video if that resonated with you. And what you can do is very simple, is you can just share, yes, you could say to this video, say to me, say to God, yes, I want that message. I want my person to know that message from me right now. Hey, it's okay. I know you're going through a lot. I know that you want to be with me. Those are your intentions. I'm just focusing on my livelihood. I'm focusing on my business here. Okay. Don't worry about anything from the past. And I don't need to know. I don't need to know like where you're at or anything. Just I know we'll be together. I'm okay being blind for now because Brandon said I need to in this reading. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Please, no, I'm kidding. But because God says that's where this side of the collective's at. Okay. So if you want to, you can say, yes, please, God, send that message. I want my person to know that so they can focus on their work. And I can trust that they're coming to me when they're ready and when it's time. Okay? Now let's get the message your person wants to send to you through the ethers. Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I know I really messed up. I know I wasn't able to provide the stability, Ace of Pentacles, that you needed to focus in on your self or your livelihood or your passion or your business. Okay, take it as it resonates. Or for you to move forward in your life. I was very scared, as your person to you. Okay, I was very scared of me being inadequate, Nine of Swords, Chariot, to help you move forward in your life. Like I didn't believe in myself, your person saying, as being an adequate partner to help you move forward together. That's the truth. Like your person didn't believe in themselves enough. Page of Wands, Chariot, Nine of Swords. They didn't believe they were enough to be helpful by your side in your life mission and helping support you in your life mission. Okay. And your person's message is, I know I messed up. Five of Swords here in not being able to provide you either the guarantee or the stability or the providership or whatever it is here, right, that you needed in order to move forward in your life mission. And that's because I didn't believe in myself, your person saying to you, enough to actually be a helpful presence in your mission, your life mission, by your side at this time, whatever this was for you that your person's referring to. That's the reason why I didn't believe in myself. I didn't feel adequate. And as they already said earlier, that's exactly what they're working on. That's exactly what they're going through now. Okay, that's exactly what they're quote unquote fixing or correcting now, to be by your side. And not just be by your side, but claim you, claim this relationship, claim everything about being with you fully and being a motivating presence by your side. They don't want to just be by your side. They want to move you forward. They want to be the motivator. They want to be the energy source for you, part of the energy source for you to change the world. Okay. That's what your person's willpower is. That's what I'm getting very strongly here. Okay. And again, take it as it resonates, regardless of gender here. This could be a male saying this to you, a female, or a female saying this to you, a male. It doesn't, right? It's just, this is the energy here. And you'll know which one you are, by the way. So I would say 70 to 80% of you are on this side, the left side, and the other 20 to 30% are this person. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Some of you will be mixed a little bit, so keep that in mind. There are hybrids that exist that I know and have spoken to. You know who you are. This is the message. Now, one last message. This reading's got an hour. Why? They always go so long. And we still have an extended reading to do. Okay, good. I'm loving it. I probably need to do more of these. It's funny. Yesterday's video got me thinking in my own life, like, where's my thing that I kind of feel is death and decay, right? Like that I don't express enough. And I think it's low key this, but embarrassingly Funny enough. Okay. Let's get a final message from God, source the universe, about this connection, what he wants you watching to know, whoever you are, about this connection. Two of Swords, yeah. 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Wow. This is a strong message. I don't know if you can feel it. Just take a look here. The message God has for you is very simple. Basically, 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands. And again, refer to yesterday's video. Literally is talking about the same, because remember, yesterday's video is God's words too. So God's going to say he's saying a similar thing as he said in yesterday's video. So check that out if you want more detail on this. But he's saying there's work to be done. I'm asking you. God is saying, I'm asking you whether you are willing to do the work. 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands, like almost as a tribute, okay, of yourself to have what you want, to receive. The word is to receive what you want. And 4 of Cups, I'm keeping that from you, not out of spite or hate or, of course, anything like that. Right? God is saying, I'm not keeping that from you because I'm a bad God or, I don't know what's best. I'm keeping that from you because one of the, I can't believe he's saying this. He's saying one of the greatest feelings in life is knowing that you earned what you have. I can't believe he's saying this. This is so crazy. He's saying to me, one of the greatest feelings in life that you can experience, and what I want to give to you, and why I'm withholding this from you, is because there's no greater feeling. One of the greatest feelings in life, at least, is knowing that you've earned what is delivered to you, what God delivers to you, what I deliver to you, God is saying. Because if you don't feel that you earned it, if you don't feel you had to wait and you had to go through all of the crap and the craziness and the failed relationships and the drama, and for your person, same thing, melt down this relationship and claim themselves, claim you, and all this stuff. If either of you didn't feel like you earned it, it just wouldn't be as special. And by the end of this, we promise, God, myself, the guides and angels, Jesus, you will feel like you earned it. If that isn't clear already. You will feel like every ounce of you earned this relationship. Okay? And we promise you that. That's exactly what they're saying. We promise you that. There will be no question as to whether or not you and your person had to work hard for this relationship. Look at this. It's a perfect match. It's a perfect match. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles in the final message here, right? So it's like we're coming together. That's just coming together. But God is also saying, hey, are you going to choose? I'm saying to you very clearly, I'm trying to say to you, hey, there's work to do. Why am I making you do this work? Well, I'm not making you do it. It's 2 of Swords. It's a choice. But if you do choose to do it, it's so that you can feel when you do receive your person through and because of the work that you're doing, man, you earned it. Okay. You earned the crap out of it, and no one's going to take it away after that, okay, because you feel deserving of it. Okay? And that's honestly, at the end of the day, for both you and your person, I don't care what you say, is at the end of the day, it is about you both feeling like you earned this relationship. You had to go through and put your dues in more than once, multiple times throughout your life, and maybe even through this relationship in order to earn the relationship that you are destined for. And that once you have that, no one can take that away, no matter what. Right? No one can take your feeling of deserving and owning your and earning your relationship. And so too, God is saying, so too will be, that will manifest as and in your relationship. No one will take that away from you again when that feeling is cemented within you. And for whatever reason, that feeling can only be cemented in you by going through all of this that we're talking about today. Okay? So enjoy the work, dear viewer. This is your current update where love is at on both sides of the coin, both sides of the collective. I hope it helps. This has been very detailed, very extensive. So I hope it was of service for you. And wherever you're at, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support in all the ways you watching have made this channel, both this YouTube channel and me as a channel and as a guide, have a purpose here in this world. And who would have thought that learning how to read some cards and talk with God and the guides would prove to be a useful, virtuous skill to have in this lifetime. I mean, I couldn't have predicted it. So I just want to say thank you for giving me an audience and giving me a opportunity to exercise these gifts within me for you and for the world. And I hope to be continuing to be of service as long as I can and in all the ways I'm meant to. So thank you so much again. If you want to go deeper and go into the extended reading, there will be a specific your person extended reading, and we're going to focus specifically on this current moment, exactly where they're at. More specific messages about what's going on right now at the time you purchase that reading. And it will be talking to a more selective group of you because we're talking to less people than who watch this video, right? So we can be even more specific. And that's what we're going to be going to in the Your Person reading and any other messages that God and your angels want you to know. Okay, so I love you so much. Thanks so much for watching. Gosh, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know at the end if you've reached over the hour. Okay, you could say 107. Say 107 in the comments if you have reached the full length of this video, because we can start a 107 club in this video. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please be sure to like the video, leave your comments in the experience below. Leave your experience in the comments below. And I'll see you all in the extended or on the next one. And bye for now.